Jim Holley, SupercrossOnline.com. I'm here with the team manager of the San Manuel Band of Mission Indians, Chad Reed on a Yamaha. Did I say that right?
That's right. That's right.
How is Chad?
He's doing better. You know, he obviously had a rough main event last week, you know, but the injury was fresh and everything. And, you know, this weekend he had 7 days to do what he could, you know, and hopefully this week it'll be a little bit better. He was in the same position, you know, at the first race of 07, and he toughed it out then. I think it was a bit worse then, and so we'll see how it comes out tonight.
Now, the shoulder, actually, I mean, we hear different things. It is a broken scapula or third-grade AC separation, and what is the exact prognosis?
A broken scapula. Yeah, it's cracked, not displaced or anything. He won't do any more damage to it, but it's going to be a lot of pain. You know, it was a lot last week. The guy dug deep, and he did what he had to do. You know, 12th place wasn't a Chad Reed finish, but gosh, it was great for the championship.
You know, let me ask you, as a team manager, you're watching Chad go around, he's circulating, it's the last lap, he's in 14th, and you see Nick Whittam, Paulie Carpenter go down, you go, oh, there's 2 more points.
That was good. I mean, you never want to see anyone fall, but the situation we were in, you know, we were looking for 1, 2, 3 points. You know, anything was going to be huge for us that night. And, you know, those guys, you know, they made a mistake or did what they did, and, you know, they ran together and fell down, and 2 more points. That goes a long way for us.
Let me ask you this. You know, if Chad's not feeling 100%, will you take the provisional here? Or will you take it in Seattle? I mean, that's something that as a team manager, you got to think about, like, what do we do? It could be raining in Seattle. We could have bike problems. Man, hopefully you can get it in the heat race and be okay.
Right. He hasn't been on a bike in 7 days. So, you know, we're going to kind of see how practice goes, how he rides when he gets on the track and everything. And, you know, we're not really sure how this track's going to turn out. You know, the dirt looks a little bit on the soft side, and ruts, I think, are going to be our enemy this week. So we're going to have to just kind of play it by ear. You know, it's going to go event by event, race by race. And I don't know, you know, it's going to be a call that we're going to have to make as the night goes on.
You know, Larry, me and you, we've been around a long time. We've had a lot of injuries and stuff, but I mean, Chad, what a heathen he is to come out and ride with that broken scapula cracked anyhow.
It's amazing. I mean, I've seen a lot of tough guys, Jim Holley himself, you know, and to ride injured is something that nobody wants to do, you know, and especially with a broken bone. That's something that's the core of your body. I mean, you really feel any kind of crack or break that you have in your bones, and the guy, I mean, he's a tough kid. You know, he showed it before, and he did it last weekend also.
Well, and I had a chance last weekend when you were in the ambulance. I saw you over, you know, up above him. I mean, it had to scare you that all the blood he was coughing up. I mean, I've never seen a lot of blood like that, and you're worried about internal injuries at that point.
Yeah. The blood was the scariest. You know, bones and ligaments and things like that, you can always live with, but you know, when someone's spewing blood like he was, that's something that is never good. You know, blood leaving the body is not a good thing. So, you know, once that got under control, once we figured out where that was coming from, what was going on, then, you know, the other injuries kind of came into play, and we could figure those out. But the blood was something that you never want to see in a rider, especially in my position, watching my riders bleeding out there.
Now let me ask you this. I heard on you know, people online and stuff, they were posting, was Chad actually driving a go-kart at the go-kart this week? I mean, was that true? I mean, I don't know. I go right to the source. I'm going to ask you.
Yeah. He went out with a couple of his friends, and they went to pole position. They were driving cars, you know, and you know, he just wanted to do something. He hadn't done anything for, you know, the whole week. So the night before he was going to leave to come here, he went out and drove karts. And you know, the kind of deal was nobody was going to bang into him and do all that kind of stuff that they usually do. So, you know, he just wanted to drive around and kind of get the mind-hand-eye coordination thing going. And, you know, there was a theory to the madness, but, you know, it probably wasn't a great thing, but it was something to do, you know, physical that he could do that would help him with his actions.
Well, you heard it from Larry Brooks, the team manager from the San Manuel Band of Mission Indians. Hopefully Chad Reed won't have to take that provisional here in St. Louis.